Welcome back, everybody, to the Fantasy Endgame, and we're drafting on Underdog. Got a little bit of time left to get in some of these big contests that are filling up. Some of the small contests have already filled up. You've seen us do them over the last several weeks. And so we got some Pomeranian, some Schnauzers, some German Shepherds, all the dogs. We're going to go back to the big one, the Best Ball Mania 6. So let's do it. If you guys want to get in here, draft with us, let's do it. Just get your Underdog app open. We'll give you a second. For those of you who might be checking us out for the very first time, well, if you don't have an Underdog account, I advise you get one because you can draft and get some best ball teams in there while it's draft season, which will last for a couple more weeks. So go ahead and make an account on Underdog, and you'll do all the usual stuff. It's quick, it's easy, and then when you check out, you'll see a little section that says promo code. I suggest you use this one, Endgame. Put code Endgame because it gets you a free pick, and you can use it for any pick'em of any sort, any sport, any time that you want. It's free. Combine it with some other picks, and then you also get up to $1,000 of bonus cash for your first deposit. It's good stuff, and you get to do what we're about to do. We're going to draft some winning best ball teams, aren't we?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. We got to have positive mindset. We're going to will it to happen. This could be the team that takes home the millions of dollars. All right, guys, if you're waiting here, jump in here with us. I know Benny's ready, some of you others. Let's get in here. We're going to do Best Ball Mania. Make sure it's 20 seconds per pick. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, two spots.
And
we're full.
And that was quick.
All right, let's see. I had the 8 yesterday. Looks like I got a 6 spot. In fairness, I have not had the 6 in a while, so I can't even complain about having the 6. I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah, well, it's not ideal. People keep asking. It's funny. I feel like even this year more so, it's not just like who do you want to take, where do you want to pick, right? What spot do you like?
Right.
Which I also think is interesting because when I think about people asking where do you want to pick, I don't usually recall getting much of a choice, right? You don't usually get to choose where you pick from. Usually it's random or it's based on last year or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been in leagues. I've been in different leagues. Like some leagues, it's like based on how you finish. Like there was one league with a buddy of mine where we won the league, and so the next year we got to set the draft order. Like we got to set the entire draft order. Yes.
Wow.
Right.
That's interesting. That's a reward.
But yeah, usually it's pretty random, which is why when we do our mock drafts, like to draft from various spots.
Yeah. Well, you got to practice from all of them. Okay. And we are underway.
Where you're at the 3. Nice.
I'm at the 3. I'm going to go CD.
Yeah. Ooh, over Jefferson, huh? CD over Jefferson?
Yeah, I think so. Let's not delay too much longer. First of all, what is up? Benny Black is in the house. Anthony, appreciate you guys, of course, being here always. Bobby from England. Very nice. And then can't skip over NTY. Love when people who have been absent since the football season ended come back.
Right.
All right. So first of all, big shout out. Thank you for 2 super chats. We're going to do this one first.
Big thank you.
Have a number 2 pick. This is a 10-teamer. So Bijan or Justin Jefferson, what do you think? This person went Bijan. Jefferson lasted till the 4.
Jefferson lasted till the 6 to yours truly, by the way. I think Bijan's got to be number 2. Chase 1, Bijan 2. Obviously, if the person in front of you takes Bijan, go ahead, take Chase. I think it's got to be one of those 2 for me.
Wow, you know what? It's funny. I honestly didn't look because I started looking at the comments. I just assumed that after me, Justin Jefferson got taken. You're right. No. You got him at the 6. So
he did get taken after you at the 6 by me. Yes.
Man. All right. That's a good start. Yeah, look, there's no bad picks there. I mean, if you wanted to go Bijan, or you can go Saquon, or you can go even CeeDee Lamb. Like, it's kind of just a personal preference. I'm mostly taking Bijan if I have that choice. Okay, and then Okay, so we talked about this. We just talked about this, didn't we?
You gotta watch. You gotta watch our video that drops on Friday.
Yeah.
I would not go into the draft thinking I'm going to go running back, wide receiver, or running back, wide receiver, running back. If I get Bijan or a wide receiver or whatever, if I get Chase, I'm going to do this. No, I talked about this. You need to go back. I don't know what your. I mean, it's a 10-team league. It's PPR, but I don't know like what your starting rosters are. You need to go back and watch like 5 or 6 videos ago the best draft strategy for 2025. Find your league in there and watch it, because that is what is going to actually. 2 things are going to impact how I start any draft. Number 1, do I feel like there is a position that's more important? Like, is it a 3 wide receiver, 2 flex league where I feel like I don't want to be really bad at the wide receiver position because I'm probably going to be starting 5, maybe 6 wide receivers every week? Or is it a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex league where it's like, you can be more, it gives you more wiggle room to kind of do whatever you want. The second thing I'm going to do in the early rounds, and this works for any league out there, is I'm just going to take the best possible player, regardless of position, unless it's tight end in the second round or QB in the second round, but I'm not going to consider them the best player in that spot anyways.
Yeah, it's just, you just don't want to go in saying I'm going to do this. I'm just reading the whole thing. Going to go RB. I mean, no, I don't think you should do that. Even if I did have a plan, I don't think that would be my plan. But
no, that would definitely not be my plan. And again, I talk about it in the video. If you're in a 10-team, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex league, it doesn't make sense to have like 4. Like, so you're saying you're going to go running back, wide receiver. So you're going to have 4, like 3 stud running backs and only 1, not even a stud wide receiver. It's just going to be like a good wide receiver. It does not make sense in that type of league. You need studs everywhere. I would not pass on an elite stud wide receiver just to get another running back. You know what I mean? When you only need to start 3, at most you're going to start 3 running backs. Yeah, just take the best player possible.
Unless, I mean, if this happens to be non-PPR, okay, then you can hammer running back.
But yeah, he said PPR though.
PPR, then no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's too bad. Anthony got the 9th pick, but in a different draft. It didn't make it in this lobby because it failed quick.
At least you're in a draft, Anthony. That's all right. At least you're drafting.
There you go. Life is still good. I don't know, man. With these receivers, I think I'm just gonna go running back again. I think you sold me. Not that I needed selling on Kenneth Walker, but I think I'm finally going Walker over Cook.
He's starting to move up. Kenneth Walker's starting to move up, but not as much as Hampton. Hampton now firmly a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, well, that's, and I don't even hate it anymore. I don't. I think I just have accepted it. All right. I mean,
I'm loving this start. Justin Fields, Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams to stack with Justin Jefferson week 17 plus Jonathan Taylor. Let's go. Whoa, Ricky Pearsall in the 5th.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I just talked to Pearsall. I'm big on Pearsall, but I can wait.
All right, we can't be this low on James Cook, right? Like, come on. James Cook's not going to hold out.
No, this is not me sweating his hold in or all that. I think he's fine, but yeah, just between those 2, I'll put Walker ahead of him. That's it. Man, you got a pretty fearsome start.
I'm pretty happy with it so far.
All right, let's see. That's interesting. We talked about this in a different regard. Remember we were discussing, this was yesterday, wasn't it? Got consolation brackets and like the toilet bowl and like the teams who don't make the playoffs are like, why does that exist, right? It's like, come on, you don't need this. This is actually, I don't mind this. Royland, what's up, Royland? Saying if you win the consolation bracket, then you get that basically sets your priority. Do you get the first pick or do you get to choose? Now, if you get to choose, I think that would almost be better. What if you don't want the first pick? What if you'd rather have the 2 or the 3
Right.
or something else? Right.
But I do like that. Again, my only issue with the consolation bracket is when people in the consolation bracket take players off the waiver wire from teams in the actual playoffs who need, like let's say your running back gets hurt in week 15. You're like, maybe your RB2 gets hurt in week 15 and you got to go try to grab his backup, and somebody in the consolation in the toilet bowl grabs his backup from you. You know what I mean? That's so frustrating.
Yeah, that's not cool. But there's got to be a way, right? Like you can still, like you can not let them make waiver wire moves or trades, but they can still set their lineups.
All right, let's go. Let's get the Vikings Lions week 17 stack here. Get this team to week 17 and then have Lions Vikings go for 100 combined points. Let's go.
Nice. Okay, I didn't think Joe Burrow would fall to me. Get the T Higgins stack, but oh well. So Jordan Addison, he's in the news, not for great reasons. I guess you're not worried in best ball because it's best ball about the 3 games.
I mean, I wouldn't even be worried in redraft. I talked about this yesterday because it happened yesterday, of course. Didn't we expect him to get 2 to 3 games? Like, this wasn't shocking. This shouldn't have been shot. Like, this should not have changed how we valued Jordan Addison. Like, if it was 6 games, it would have been like, oh, okay, I got to drop him way down now. But it's 3 games. Come on. Do you even remember, like, how many fantasy points did Bucky Irving have the first 3 games last year? 10 total? How many fantasy points did Chase Brown have the first 3 games last year? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they did a lot of nothing. Yeah, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And so that's what we were saying with him and Rice. It's not even so much how many games, but when. But with Rice, that's the thing, is now you got to figure he's getting at least that many.
Yeah, NMB. By the way, NMB is back. NMB, the bot, is back.
What's up?
Oh, this is gonna be the first pick I don't love. All right, Judy, welcome to the team. My second Judy ever. That pick, there was nobody I liked there. No, I gotta think. Rice's suspension is gonna be more. I mean, yes, it's a DUI, but remember, Jordan Addison's DUI, he didn't hit another car. You know what I mean? He didn't cause an accident. He didn't potentially, he didn't leave the scene of what could have been like a very serious thing. He got pulled over. Yes, he was intoxicated. No, he should not have been driving, of course. But there's not like video of Jordan Addison causing a 5-car pileup on the Texas interstate and then video of him running away from the scene of the crime. You know what I mean? And remember,
right?
Criminally, he got basically a slap on the wrist, right? Like criminally, like his charges, Rashee Rice's charges are probably going to be much more significant, and they're going to make more headline news than Jordan Addison. So I got to think Rice is getting up. Like, I got to think 6 is coming for Rice at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, all along, that's what we've expected, that his punishment would be more than Addison. And so there's no way he doesn't get it. I'm guessing at least 4.
Yeah, I think 4 is like the minimum. 4 would be like a huge win for him.
Yeah. Just hope it comes in the beginning, at least for their sake.
I think the Chiefs will be fine either way.
Yeah, they'll be okay. All right, speaking of NMB, got a question here. Would you keep McBride in the 4th, Rice in the 5th, assuming the suspension, or is this even based on the amount of games? I don't even know if it matters. I would just keep McBride.
Yeah, I would just keep McBride too, and we're just going to go full Vikings here. Boy, Hawk.
Taking Hawk, man. All right, go all in.
Yeah, I would go McBride too. Rice in the 5th is kind of like where he's going now with the suspension worry anyway. So it's like you're not even really getting value on Rice.
Man, I guess I'm into some of the other contests. The ADPs have definitely changed in Best Ball Mania. This is obviously the area where all the players nobody wants are lumped together. Okay. I feel like it's a little reachy, but
I mean, you got to feel good about Andrews now with likely he's not going to be ready week 1. I know they're saying maybe there's no chance.
No, he's not going to be out there week 1. Andrews is still going to be involved. I mean, Andrews scored a touchdown almost every game last year. I don't think that's going to keep up, but he definitely still has touchdown upside. He's not getting traded. Nobody's getting traded, so I think it's fine. All right, I'll take my quarterback, so I don't wait too long.
There you go. You got CD, right? Dak with CD. That's nice.
Dak and CD, yeah. Yeah, well, and this goes back to Rhett. I said this a little while ago, taking CD at 4. I think if Dak can stay healthy, yes. I really think this Cowboys offense could be, I almost want to say sneaky good because people just assume it'll be just like disappointing like usual.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys definitely. I mean, with the addition of Pickens, I'm not gonna say they have an elite offensive line again, like back 10 years ago or whatever, but they have a better offensive line. I think so. I think I still go Jefferson over CD if it's a redraft league though. But nothing wrong with CD.
No, nothing at all. What's up, Kenny? Yeah, we don't want to hog up any of the valuable screen space. We want to see the draft board. You can hear us.
Right, exactly. Are you here to look at us or look at the draft board? Come on.
Yeah, well, maybe the people are here to see us. Stafford, like he said, you're so small. Like Stafford's chances of finishing the season intact.
No, I am very nervous about Stafford. Like I don't want to overreact on Puka and Adams, but man, like this is Sean McVay. This is the same guy who said like, yeah, Cooper Kupp's gonna be fine, and then Cooper Kupp missed like the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Oh, Puka's injury is nothing serious, and the guy missed like 7 games or whatever it was. Like, I'm getting very, very nervous here. I don't like. I was already. I don't want to say I was like out on Puka or anything, and I definitely liked Adams. I wasn't out on Puka. I thought maybe Puka should be going more towards the end of the first round rather than kind of like the middle-ish where he goes. But I'm getting very nervous now because we might be looking at a lot of Jimmy G this year. Like, I mean, that's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, it's enough. It's still early, but it's enough that I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I dropped Devontae Adams like just a couple spots in my rankings, it wouldn't hurt, And
yep.
If I'm between Puka and Nico, like okay, maybe Nico is a little better option. Those subtle kind of things.
Yeah, and it's not even the fact like maybe he's out there week 1, but I mean, at any moment he could take a hit and it's over. Right. The season's over. This isn't like a freak. Like, oh, he got hit and blew out his ACL like a freak. No, this would be like a player going into the season with their ACL already partially torn and like, let's just hope it stays together all year. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I am not feeling good. Not feeling good about Puka and Adams. I loved Adams. All right, let's do it. We got it. We got full Vikings. Here. Let's go. We are all in on the Vikings.
Nice. I was not the Bear stack. I was gonna get Caleb Williams. Thought he would fall to me, but no. That's okay. I still got love. Who is it? The Vikings are playing Detroit in week 17.
Yeah, so I got all the Vikings except the running backs and Jamison Williams for that bringbacks. That's what I'm saying. Like week 17, let's go Vikings Lions 100 combined points. Highest scoring game in NFL history.
It might happen. Well, I guess I'm all in on Packers. I got Love, I got Jacobs, and I got Golden. I got Andrews, but I guess I could use another Raven somewhere. Shad Bateman's still sitting out there. I'm sure now as I say that, somebody will take him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rashad Bateman's good value.
Royland wants to know of your team that you've got. Would you take this same team?
Heck yeah.
Places players. I don't know if you means build or just the specific players.
I mean, would I take Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor? Who did I grab? Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Jordan Addison, James Cook. I wouldn't take Jerry Jeudy. I would reach on somebody I liked better than Jerry Jeudy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't take Hawk either, just because I feel like I can wait on tight end in that format. I would definitely take Fields. I probably wouldn't take McCarthy because I don't feel like I need to stack in. I would definitely take Scadaboo. So yeah, I would love this team. For sure.
I don't know what's not to love. Okay. We got another super chat. Thank you. NTY. Burrow or Mayfield or Dak? You're just asking like an order of preference?
I mean, if we're not if they're all being drafted at the same spot, I think you got to go Burrow. If we're talking about where they're actually being drafted, I'd probably just wait and take Dak.
Yeah, Burrow has to be the number one quarterback here. I mean, it's in this order in terms of how they're probably going to finish the season. But yeah, we always say this. You don't have to be the first or even one of the first to take a quarterback, and the value that's still there. A receiver, any position where Burrow usually goes, I'm fine waiting. I mean, I know this is best ball. It's different. I went to stack with CD, but I'm fine with Dak Prescott as my quarterback week 1 in a redraft league, 12 team. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, you got him in round 9, whereas Burrow goes usually Burrow goes even earlier than this, like round 5, and Baker usually goes around 8 or 7. So I'm just gonna wait and take Dak, honestly. And then he followed up with this remember back to his league. It's 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex.
Yeah.
Don't even care about those other 2 positions, 6 bench. Again, I'm gonna say in a 10-team league like this. So think about it. You have 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. That's 6, and then 6 benches. That's 12. That means, assuming everybody in your league actually only takes 1 QB and 1 tight end, which many won't. Many will take 2 QBs and 2 tight ends. You're looking at, on the waiver wire, at worst, players, only outside the top 120. Which means there's going to be a lot of good players still on the waiver wire. And chances are you're going to have players even inside the top 120, top 100, because people are going to take 2 QBs, 2 tight ends in this type of format. They're going to take 2 kickers. They're going to do ridiculous stuff like that, right? So you're going to have players on the waiver wire that are good, that should not be on the waiver wire. And I learned this, like I used to play in leagues like my home league and then my wife's league helping her. And I used to have a different mindset where it's like, just keep stacking good players. It's like, no, stack your starting lineup. Because bench is not very important in this format. Because again, you're going to go to the waiver, like it's going to be week 1 and you're going to be like, hey, guys, Devonta Smith just got dropped. Should I pick him up? Like, this is the stuff that's going to happen in this type of league. It just is. So you can find good players all year long. Not saying completely ignore your bench, of course. You still, want to have good players on your bench. No.
Oh.
Okay, good. It almost gave me somebody I didn't want. But this is why I would not go like super running back heavy or super wide receiver heavy. Like, it doesn't make sense to have like 2 stud running backs and then 3 stud running backs on your bench and then just have 2 mediocre wide receivers in this format, because those 3 stud running backs on your bench are not helping you and your 2 mediocre wide receivers are killing you. Because in this format, you're going to be playing teams that have 2 very good running backs and 2 very good wide receivers probably every week. So starting lineup is most important. Studs most important. I would be okay getting an early QB in this format. Again, I talk about all this on the video. But you're dropping a nice super chat for us, so I'll make you go watch the video. We appreciate that. I'd be okay going QB early here. I'm not gonna go crazy reaching on QB early, but again, in this format, having like a Josh Allen, a Lamar Jackson, because think about it, you only start 7 players. I assume you start a tight end. If you don't start a tight end, then QB becomes even more important because the QB is going to be such a big percentage of your weekly score.
Right. That's exactly it. I'm trying to think back to when I used to, my first league, home league, was the 18 league, right? We thought that was normal. It was fine. Things were simpler then, but now I can't even fathom, like, just can't imagine playing an 8-team or league. And a 10-teamer, it's different, but it's not the same as a deeper league like a 12-teamer. You're still gonna have a ton of talent, like you said, available to you. So
yes. Yeah.
All right.
So focus on starting lineup. If I can get Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts in round 3, I'm gonna do it. Because again, if your quarterback gives you 25, 30 points, that's gonna be like 20 to 30% of your weekly score in this type of a league. That's huge. Like having that guy that gets you that every week is huge. But I'm not gonna reach on him like if in round 1 or 2 or anything like that still. So there you go. And if you want to really see me break it down, like I said, go watch the video. The best draft strategy for 2025, I think, is the title. It's got Saquon on the cover, Jefferson, depending on which thumbnail you see. And it's the very first league I break down. 10 or 8 teams, start 7 players, which I assume you do if you have a tight end. If you don't have a tight end, you are only starting 6, but it still matters. And I break down exactly how I would approach that draft.
Perfect. Go watch the video. Come on. It doesn't take that long. It's worth it.
Right.
You'll enjoy it. I think that's related to this, maybe somewhat related. I got a question from Pain Bliss. Asking was a mistake when you said Kittle was going like 5th, 6th round. Doesn't see that happening. Now, this depends on how deep your league is. We always assume when we say this round is ADP, like we usually assume 12-team league because that's most common. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the league, but I don't think he shouldn't be going in like round 3 or 4.
Right, but I guess he is according. But here's one of the problems with making fantasy football content is there's so many like league sizes, league types. There's very deep leagues, there's very shallow leagues, there's leagues with a lot of sharp players, there's leagues with a bunch of noobs, you know what I mean? And they have players differently. So what we do before this time of year, we use Underdog ADP. But Underdog ADP looks nothing like Yahoo or ESPN ADP. So this time of year, we start looking at when we make the videos, we try to use consensus ADP. We use Fantasy Pros consensus ADP, which looks at ESPN, Yahoo, Sleeper, NFL, and kind of averages them out. So yes, in some leagues, he may go in the 4th round. But according to consensus ADP on Fantasy Pros, he's a 5th rounder. And I'm sure there are leagues like 10 or 18 leagues where he's probably a 6th rounder. So we can only do what we can do.
Yeah. Again, and there's leagues where for no good reason, people are taking, quarterbacks in round 1, even though it's a 12-team PPR league. They just do. It's because everybody, thinks that's the key to winning. So it really depends on your league. Let's see. I'm trying to get through. We're almost to the end here. This draft is also flying by. Why is Kittle the 3rd ranked tight end?
I know, right? He should be the top ranked tight end.
Don't think we're gonna put him ahead of Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is the unicorn.
I mean, it's easy to forget. Was it George Kittle's 1st or 2nd year when he broke the record?
Yeah, well, that's part of it. I mean, he's not a young pup anymore. But was this like his 3rd season? I want to say. Yeah,
so there was a time when George Kittle was a unicorn.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean Brock Bowers. Yeah, Zach Ertz was a unicorn. It doesn't mean Brock Bowers is going to automatically guaranteed to get better this year.
No.
But still got to rank him number 1.
Kenny doesn't care about those Kittles and Bowers. He's like, I'm good with Theo Johnson and Mason Taylor. Yeah, I don't
Honestly,
know about Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor, I'm loving Mason Taylor right now.
Well, I just read, I could be wrong on here, is that he's got a high ankle sprain. So I'm a little bit out on Mason Taylor for now.
Wait, what? When did this happen?
A couple
Did this
days
happen
ago.
today?
No, I think it was a couple days ago because I was looking, because I was doing one of my 50 slow drafts, and I was like, oh, I'll get some Mason Taylor. And then I saw the little.
Oh, man. How did I miss that?
Yeah, I know.
He was running with the first team, and it sounded like. Yeah. Oh, yesterday they announced it. Jeez.
Which, it's not season ending or anything, but what we always say with rookies injured in camp, that's going to set him back because this is like the most valuable time. So, yeah.
Well, not only is it going to set him back, but the other thing with ankle sprains that people never really factor in is you don't come back immediately 100%.
Right. And re-injury risk and all that.
I mean, look, hopefully nobody's drafting Mason Taylor in their redraft league to be their tight end 1. If you're drafting him in best ball, he's like your tight end 2, your tight end 3. So if he doesn't do anything the first 4 or 5 weeks, it's okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to assume when we get to the Theo Johnsons and Mason Taylors, you're only thinking about best ball. There's no reason to draft those guys in a redraft league anyways. All right. So let's get to it. Let's see exactly what we got here. You went with Justin Fields, who's going to have to find some tight end to throw to. JJ McCarthy, you are 1,000% in on the Vikings. I know you didn't, but I'm asking anyways, just so the people know. Did you come into this draft thinking, I want a piece of that Vikings game? Or is it like, have you identified? Because I know we're thinking week 17, right? We want to win this tournament. Right. So, no, this is a real question. I know that the matchups and the bringbacks and all that, and we try to do those stacks, but are there certain games you've identified? You're like, okay, these are the games, if I can stack, if I want to go all in on offense, these are the offenses.
Not really, because we see every year, right? There's like games we expect to be shootouts in week 17, or even in any course of a week. Oh, too great. This should be a great game. And it's like 17-13, and then some game between two bad teams goes for like, 40-38 or something crazy. It's just more like, hey, I had the 6th pick and there was Justin Jefferson. And then later on in the draft, it's like, oh, look, there's Jordan Addison at a discount. And then it's like, well, look, I don't really like anybody here. TJ Hawkinson's on the board. Like, it was more like that, to be honest. I did intentionally take, when it came up to, so I got Jefferson, Garrett Wilson. When it came up to my pick 43, I did intentionally take Jameson Williams for the bring back in that game, but I didn't go into the draft targeting that game. No, because I mean, well, I would, if you would have told me I was going to have the 6th pick, I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to get like Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe Saquon, maybe Neighbors, somebody like that. I didn't know way would I think I could get Jefferson at the 6th.
Yeah, I was going to say, it just not even before the draft. Once this draft started, you probably didn't assume you were getting Jefferson. And so that just kind of molds the way the draft went. And then you went full Viking with Addison. Okay, so Jefferson, Addison to go with JJ McCarthy. Garrett Wilson, who I legitimately think now might have like a 90% target share in that offense, because who else are they throwing to? And don't come at me with Josh Reynolds. Judy, just because, and then Demario Douglas. All right.
So Demario Douglas is the bring back with Garrett Wilson. So I have like 2 week 17 stacks. I have Lions, Vikings, and I have Jets, Patriots.
So one thing I noticed in that Patriots offense, because again, I think people maybe don't realize ADP, obviously different platforms, ESPN, Yahoo, whatever's there. Even in Underdog drafts, each tournament has its own ADP. It's different. Yeah. And I don't just mean Superflex, because I know I've been doing the ones that I signed up for a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I was like, Stephon Diggs is going 70 now. He used to be going at pick 100, and now all of a sudden he's jumped up. So,
yep.
Anyways.
And I also have Darius Slayton, who knows my favorite late round.
He's your favorite
late round spike
percent exposure on Darius Slayton. JT Cooks, Scattaboo. Ray Davis, Braylon Allen, Brashard Smith. You did kind of snipe me on Braylon Allen. Been trying to get him. Still got faith in Scatterboo despite the injury.
Yeah, it doesn't sound serious. I think the last I heard they're taking it day by day, so it doesn't sound serious. And he was looking good in camp. He was getting a lot of run with the ones. I still think Scatterboo is going to be the guy you want in this backfield when it's all said and done.
Well, one thing I'll say that for those who are still doing these the next couple of weeks, this isn't it. Like we say, okay, the injury discount, and basically this guy just is a bust and you drop him. Well, best ball is different, right? The injury discount, a guy who's like day to day, or if it's a short term injury, if he's still going to be out there week 1, I think that is real for this kind of a tournament because you don't need him to be out there week 1. You're not going to hopefully start him week 1 anyways, right? So when he falls, like 10, 15 spots in ADP, then yeah, I do want the injury discount for a guy like that. All right.
And then tight end got your boy Hawk. Ertz. No, I've been taking a lot of Noah Gray in the last round when I don't have a week 10 bye tight end. Yeah, Noah Gray. We're Young Money, you on the stream? Noah Gray is going to outscore Travis Kelce this year. Clip it. Clip it, Young Money. Clip it.
Noah Gray. He will score touchdowns at some point. All right. Not bad. All right, let's see.
I'm pretty happy with it. I like that team.
I think my team is a little straight-laced, a little boring, Dak and Love. Fine.
Yeah, all right. But you got Dak with CD, you got Love with Golden, so that's good. Plenty of upside. Higgins, DJ Moore. I mean, you got upside wide receivers. Jalen Lane. Wait, what? You misclick?
All right.
Did you misclick?
No, so first of all,
Jalen Lane has an ADP now. What have I missed?
He does. Okay. So first of all, Terry, right? The Terry situation. All right.
Yes.
You're like in disbelief. Second of all, this was a bring back for CeeDee Lamb in Dallas and Dak because they played Washington in week 17. And I didn't have any preseason hype guys on my roster yet. It's like I needed one hype guy. So there's my hype guy.
All right. Okay. Are we the same people that preach don't fall for the preseason hype?
Yeah, but it's fun. Come on, it's my last pick. Pick 214. You got to have fun and pick 214.
I'm just impressed that he actually has an ADP. Like he's been steamed up so much that he actually has an ADP.
Wow. Well, yeah, because he's got that little news blurb that when you click it, it says getting first team reps or something like that. Because like one day he was out there because somebody was injured or something. So yeah.
Yeah. Of course he's getting first team reps. The only first team guy they have on the team right now is Deebo Samuel.
Exactly.
All right. We'll see. You never know. Jalen Lane, week 17 hero. You never know.
Yeah. All right. Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, got Monty, Sampson, Wright, and Dowdle.
This is a very, very solid running back room. Yes. I mean, with Jacobs and Kenneth Walker, you could, Monty, very solid. Sampson could be a second half hammer. Very solid.
And there you go. The three-headed.
I'm glad you're taking Jonnu now.
Pick 190. I just felt bad for him at this point.
I will say, for whatever reason, I don't know why, even though I really like Brenton Strange, I hardly have any Brenton Strange. It's like when I get to that pick, I'm just not looking for a tight end for some reason. But I do really like Brenton Strange. I might regret not having a lot of Brenton Strange. It's just for some reason he just never seems to be on the board in that range for me when it's my pick.
That's because I'm taking him. Maybe. You know what's funny? I wasn't even going to take Jonnu. I was going to take Jatavion Sanders, and he was taken before he usually goes. So I was like, okay, I'll take Jonnu again.
I mean, you get Jonnu at 190. That might be the lowest he's been drafted.
Yeah, disrespect is too real. All right, well, there we go. Got another BBM in. We'll do some more underdog drafts and some more real drafts with you real soon. That's right. It's draft season. And we have a ton of draft videos, as you already know. And if you don't, go check them out and make sure you are subscribed. So every time a new video comes out, you are aware of it by clicking the notification bell. And check back in with us. We'll be doing more live streams as well. Make sure I don't miss anything funny. Oh, yeah, I did want to put this in the chat. Kenny always has got jokes. Don't worry about Mason Taylor. He's got good genes. All right.
That is true.
Thank you.
That is true. Those have good genes.
All right. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time.